Greetings, true believers. Welcome to the great outdoors with your hosts,
Jordan Hill
and Matt Hall. Of course, it is the latest episode of Yeah, I've Played. We're covering today live from the backyard. Mm-hmm. Feels so good.
Feels so good. Feels great, honestly.
You might notice some ambient noise. Just pretend that you're outside.
Pretend you're hanging out here with us. Sitting around the fire.
Oh, yeah.
You can see that.
And I'm going to dox us.
Yeah.
This is our shared backyard.
Mm-hmm. We nearly share a home. We live in two homes that used to be one home.
Yeah, the connective corridor was knocked down to make room for a pathway.
Ugh.
So, Pragmata.
Pragmata.
Now, I was going Pragmata. I was thinking Stigmata.
Stigmata, yeah.
But I think they say Pragmata in the game.
I was saying Pragmata.
Pragmata.
Pragmata, which I hadn't heard anyone else say that, but that's what I was saying.
There is a perfect rectangle of super dead grass right there.
Yeah, it's the wheelbarrow was there.
That looks crazy. It looks like somebody spray painted the lawn white.
It was like twice as tall as the rest of the grass too, because it was just pleading for sunlight.
Oh god. Anyway, this game, was this on your radar at all before you played it?
Only because I think we had seen it at the one of the game announcement things we watched.
Yes. So,
and I thought it looked interesting, but it was also like pretty bland looking at the time. I was like, this could be maybe a fun like gameplay loop, but it was like another one where it's like, I was like, this could just be nothing. You know what I mean?
That's how I felt about it up until I saw a lot of reviews, and then I got to learn a little bit more about what the core mechanic really was, like how it really operated. Mm-hmm. And I became very intrigued. So I picked it up. Green Man Gaming had a nice discount on it. I said, Jordan, I think you got to play it.
Mm-hmm. You told me to play the demo, and I downloaded the demo, and then the very next day I just downloaded the full game.
Yeah. It's a game that was first announced in 2020 and was supposed to be released in 2022.
Oh, damn. Okay.
So it was in a development hell for 4 years.
4 excruciating years.
I guess six if you want to count when it was
when it began.
Mm-hmm. But who knows? But so one of the things that I'll say right off the bat is, this is on the RE engine, mm-hmm. as most of the recent Resident Evil games were as well. And the logo is a hand over a moon for that engine. Mm-hmm. And all of us Americans go, oh, that's the Resident Evil engine. But recently I saw somebody from Capcom say, no, RE, it's the Reach for the Moon engine.
Oh, okay. Well, they probably should have specified that.
Who knows? But the thing is,
I don't know. RE.
Yeah.
Capcom RE, Resident Evil.
Well, it's Biohazard in Japan, and they're a Japanese company.
Fair.
Biohazard is a
make everything so
name.
I understand it.
Make everything America.
Fuck, make America great again. Make everything America.
Make everything America, and then it will average out. Actually, some of the greatest stuff in the world actually is America now. And I guess, spoilers. One of the last scenes in the game is the hand over the moon. And so I've seen people speculate online, like, oh, maybe this engine, maybe this was like the flagship game for this engine.
What it was designed for, yeah. Maybe. Since it began so long ago. Because when was the first Resident Evil remake that they released?
I want to say it was 2018 or 19.
That's what I thought, too. I don't know. That's cool as hell, though.
I think it was 2019 because we did it on the channel when the channel was first starting.
Yes, we played some of the RE3.
Even before you joined, Andrew and I did RE2. Mm-hmm. We did a long-ass Let's Play. Now, the game, I guess we'll cover all the different bits and bobs. It was released finally in April of 2026, and it sold millions of copies like right away. It was a hit. Mm-hmm. And I think it's really cool that Capcom is still making good stuff. I've been enjoying Capcom games since I first knew about video games.
Oh, yeah, same.
Like Mega Man. Mm-hmm. I can't think of anything else. Street Fighter.
Mega Man Zero was like one of the first games that I like fucking dove into. You know what I mean?
I've still never played. I know those are supposed to be really fun.
So fun, so fun.
The farthest I've gone is like X2. It's just crazy to think a studio could be, and obviously it's, there's different people, there's different leadership, it's different all across the board, but to have that just not,
consistency and quality.
Yeah, just for so long. I mean, they had dips for sure, we played, we haven't finished it yet. I think we should.
Oh, RE6?
That's quite a dip in quality in my opinion.
Yeah, so it definitely was, yeah. Especially I thought 5 was a dip in quality. You know what I mean? And then 6 was an even bigger dip in quality.
5
in my
feels
mind.
like the best game ever next to 6.
Yes, it does.
And the thing that sucks when 6 is good, it's really, really good. It's really fun.
For like a moment.
Yeah, the fun is often interrupted, which is something that I think Pragmata...
Go away.
There's a crow, I think.
No, that's a starling.
Oh, is it? I can't...
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Up on the roof.
With a worm in its mouth.
And he's just going... menacing us. I think they live in my roof. Do you see that, the crack between those two windows?
Starlings love that.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. They love that crack.
They love the crack. They love crack.
Butt crack, not crack cocaine. Mm-hmm. Don't get it twisted. I was really, I'm trying to kind of summarize up front what the main appeal to me was of this game. It was just that it didn't feel very long, but it felt really dense with content that was consistently fun, and I think that the length of the game allowed them to really just ramp the difficulty and complexity up bit by bit by bit by bit, that by the end I go, cool, I'm done, this is great, I feel satiated. Well, I did start New Game Plus.
It felt very arcadey in a lot of ways because of that. You know what I mean? Where it is gradually where you're like, okay, I'm on to the next level, this is going to be harder. You knew that going into it, like you would when you're playing any old arcade game where you're like, okay, as you go further, it just keeps ramping up the difficulty and you have to do more and more, you know what I mean, and deal with more things. Yeah. And it was very... I don't know. I love that aspect of it, and I love that it was there's just been so many remakes and sequels and stuff lately. It was nice to get a new game that was original and very fun. You know what I mean?
That's a good point as well. It wasn't a remake or anything, but there was speculation early on that this was a secret Mega Man game. Because you have a robot child with a arm that might do something.
0110010101010101010.
That was the funniest thing. I thought that was so funny.
She could just do nothing. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Out of all the writing in the game, that was the best part.
I also love the voice delivery of the line "Step off." It sounds like "fuck off." Every
time I was like, how are you saying it so strangely? Well, and what are we sipping on here? It's a
Wolfer Brut Cuvée Imperial Dry Cider. It's pretty good.
There's a very fashionable woman covered in flowers on the front here.
Each one has a different fashionable woman.
I feel like I'm becoming a fashionable woman when I drink this.
Soon you too will become bald and moisturized.
I can't wait. I'm halfway there. I'm bald and very dry and scaly. So the basic premise here, and they're calling the cops on us.
We're immediately getting shut up. Which neighbor?
The basic premise here...
Doesn't help that we live down the road from the police station.
I have to live close to the police for protection.
We have too many enemies.
People keep trying to do bad things to us. To put it simply, a guy goes into space, he gets stuck in space, and he finds a little humanoid robot who helps him get back.
Yep. Yeah. That's the long and short of it. And I mean, really, for me, I didn't need anything more than that. You know what I mean?
And that's how I felt about video games up until the mid-2000s, where story became super... I think one of the first games where I was completely engrossed by the story was probably Killer 7, which I think was 2005 or 6. You know, there were other games where I was really into the story, like Earthbound or Chrono Trigger.
Right, Chrono
in the
Trigger might have
90s.
been one of the first for me.
But those were not... I wasn't playing those for the same reason I'd play an action shooter. I was playing those for a story-driven experience, and even the way like we talked about RPGs, they were a different type of game.
Yeah.
You know? It was like not...
Like going from playing literally like Star Fox on the Super Nintendo and like Spider-Man Separation Anxiety, you know what I mean? Like those are the two games I played the most. And then to go to Chrono Trigger, I was like, what is... The first couple times I played it, I was like, I don't even understand what has happened. I didn't even get how to do it or what was going on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I was too young at first.
Yeah, I rented it because
Yeah.
I was just like amazed by what I was seeing in Nintendo Power at the time. And I was definitely like way in over my head. I didn't get that far the first time I tried to go through it. And there was like a save file on the rental cartridge that was like at the speed bike thing. I was like, oh cool,
yes.
This game has like bike races and stuff.
Right.
I was like, no, not really. That's like a very...
Yeah, I got it from an older cousin who gave it to me, and I had his save on it, and he was at like the final boss fight on his save, and I remember loading it up for the first time, launching his save, and just being like, I don't even... He's just immediately getting destroyed.
Yeah.
But anyway,
So
we could talk Chrono Trigger all day.
yeah, well, let's do it. I think I need to finish it first. I don't know if I've finished it all in one
No?
like pass. I played all of it, but
I think I've only like finished it in one go once. You know what I mean? Otherwise, it's been like broken up, you know.
I break it up like it might be like 9 months in between sessions.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
But also that was also a way that you would often interact with those games. They were often played over the course of maybe even a year.
It took me 5 years to beat Star Fox.
I mean, it was normal for someone to never beat most of the games they own.
Yeah.
And now it's kind of a given that you're going to get to the end of a campaign.
Yeah, you're just kind of like, how long is it? You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
that's really the only hurdle is like, do I have 40 hours to do this, or do
Yeah.
I have 18 hours to do? You know what I mean? Like,
Skill is rarely a factor anymore.
yeah,
And in a lot of ways, this felt like a throwback to those kinds of games where I never really had a problem, like a skill issue with this game, and I kind of felt like I wished that I could have gone up one difficulty level after a little while.
agreed.
But then what I've been told from people is that the actual, like the lunatic, I think it's called, difficulty level
That you unlock
is like
after,
it's
yeah.
just like way too crazy.
Yeah,
So I'm you know, I haven't tried that for myself yet. So maybe I'll do a little insert here if I get around to it before editing this. But
because New Game Plus I've been doing casual, so I can get through a little faster. You know
Right.
what I mean? And it's like too easy. You know what I
yes,
mean?
totally.
It's too easy.
I tried that and I bumped it back up to normal.
Yeah, I might do that, but it's just been fun right now exploring. You
Yeah,
know what
I just
mean?
wanted to get everything because I was just
Yeah.
like I enjoy like the playability of it. Well, I guess just to loop back around quick, like the point for me was, story-wise, it didn't really need anything, and it felt like a throwback to older games where I didn't care. Yes, there's a central conflict that is very easy to understand in one sentence.
It's just I have to get home.
Yeah,
I need to get home.
and there's a robot.
Yep. I gotta get home, and I got this robot to help me.
There is a much deeper story here, and there's several important characters that we never even see.
Yeah, because really, Hugh and Diana are the only two characters after the first few minutes that you interact with for the bulk of the game.
Yeah. There's the main antagonist, and then another antagonist who's kind of an extension of that antagonist. But it was just really crazy that I didn't care one bit about the lore or story in this game at all. And normally
Nope.
I'm someone who is very into like, ooh, I'm gonna get into the lore and see like what's good with this story. And
I mean, you've seen the other videos on the channel, you know?
yeah, and when I was talking to you like about doing this, I was like, I don't know if I have much to say about the story, and I was like, I don't even know if there was much of a story. After looking it up, I go, oh, there was like this whole thing with like the reporter and like the cover up. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I caught like glimpses of that throughout it. You know what I mean? But like,
I stopped reading the documents.
I stopped reading the ones that you found in like the main hub.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? At like
Like the reward ones?
Yeah. I'd read every one I'd pick up. You know what I mean? As I like went through everything, you know. I'd skim them at least, you know what I mean? To be like,
yeah,
oh,
most of them were like a paragraph or two. But the ones that were multi-pages, I often go, I just want to play the game.
Yeah, right? Yeah, no, I hear you. Where's the next collectible?
And the game never slowed you down to force you into the lore, which I think was a really smart way to go about things, because there is a story here if you want to go into that.
Yeah.
I think it was very smart to make this a gameplay forward experience and just make it fun to play and not don't trip me up with a fucking 6-minute cutscene.
Yeah.
Every 2 battles. You know what I mean?
Resident Evil 6.
Yes. Yeah. It just no disrespect, but yeah, the story wasn't bad.
No.
It just didn't. I didn't feel compelled by the stakes to go, I got to learn more about what's going on here. Because I go, I just want to get him home.
Yeah. Let's just get out of here. Let's get out. And also, it's like, for me, like we've been saying basically, but like, the story was secondary for me in this case. You know what I mean? Where it's like, I've been playing Death Stranding 2, which like, gameplay's fun, but the gameplay is secondary for me in that game. You know what I mean? Like, ultimately, like, I'm playing it for the weird story, you know? And I guess kind of the running around is fun, but it's like, you know, it's what's the next weird thing that's going to happen?
Yeah, and this, I liked seeing all the different environments and different things, but even that, I was kind of like, oh yeah, of course, it's the next level. Of course, it's going to look different.
Yeah,
it really called back to old school games where it's like, there's a city world, there's a moon world, there's a forest world.
Literally, yeah.
It's like that's
what
cool.
felt very arcadey to me. You know what I mean? Very old school, very Super Nintendo.
Yeah, very 90s, really, for me, in a lot of ways. So, the other thing that was really impressive to me is the combat being a standard third-person shooter, Metroidvania light sort of navigation where it's like, oh, you can get back here and the way the world's connected and everything.
Yeah.
It all felt very similar to Control to me.
In a lot of ways, I do agree, yes.
The way you'd be swarmed by different types of enemies, and you had to be using, the different types of attacks and stuff. But mixing that with such a simple hacking minigame, which could have worked on a graphing calculator or flip phone.
Right, yeah.
And, like, probably wouldn't have been very fun.
No.
On those devices.
No, not on it. If this was just like a little mobile app I could play,
yeah,
the hacking, not very fun.
I'm done.
Or even if it was like when I have to do it to unlock the doors, not fun for me. You know what I mean? Not interesting. That part's boring. But like putting it in combat in that way, where it slows down combat a little bit, but most of the time you're usually moving at the exact same pace. You know what I mean?
Well, it forced me to focus on my defensive and like evasion part of my combat.
Yes, which is something I rarely focus on.
Same. I'm usually just like, and this I'm like, I gotta create space. I gotta give myself
Control,
time.
I'm just like, level up telekinesis all the way.
Yeah. Yeah, it was very interesting the way it made me slow down. But I didn't get bored by that.
No, not at all. No,
I'm just so impressed by
I'm still playing it.
The game. I would be playing it right now if I weren't doing this.
Right. I might be playing Death Stranding too, but
yeah. It's all the same game.
Yeah.
It's all Kojima.
It's all Kojima.
It is. He's got his little fingers everywhere. The other thing that reminded me of Control, and this is a bit of one of my minor criticisms, I'll say, of this game that I think otherwise is probably a 9 or 9.5 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, I think it should win at least a couple awards this year.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's
not going to win anything, obviously, for story or writing. You know what I mean?
In my opinion, no.
Soundtrack was forgettable. Was good, but forgettable.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It did the job, but I couldn't tell you what any of the melodies were.
Nope. Yeah, none of it stood out to me.
The mods felt useless once I found 4 that I liked in the first 2 hours of the game, and other ones just like didn't. I didn't, because I found a few that I go, this works, and it works for any loadout I'm using.
Yes. Like, there's a handful of universal. Like, I had, like, the 30% range increase.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Stuff like that. Mm-hmm. I didn't feel like I was getting, like, a real leg up on the game by doing a really specialized build, because even if I, like, changed my hacking style, or I changed my weapon loadout, the mods, I just didn't feel like they had enough of an impact to really matter, which is how I felt about the mods and Control.
Yeah, admittedly same. Where it was like, they were more just like clutter that I was picking up half the time. You know what I mean? I'd find a real good one, I'd get it, and then until I found another like rare or legendary one, I wouldn't even fucking look at them. You know what I mean? Half the time. Like,
and that's something that I know that, you know, we've covered this in a previous video, but the devs are aware of people kind of feeling that way about that, kind of being like a little undercooked.
Yeah.
And that was something I felt in this game was one of the few things that I go,
it felt like you could specialize your loadout and kind of like specialize your gameplay in a certain way with a couple of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
like, you could focus more on your quick dodge and the slow motion time with a few of them. You know what I mean? But I also,
and maybe there's a player that did that.
I didn't. No,
but
you know
the fact that I found good ones so early on, I didn't feel the need to. You know, there was. I think it would if it was different, if you had like a limited skill tree, or you had to spec into certain stuff, and you had to commit to a build more.
Yeah,
I might be more critical of what I'm picking.
But it was truly most of the time I'd pick them up and I wouldn't even bother to really check them out. You know what I mean? Because I'd just be like, oh, okay, that doesn't immediately seem like something that would be better than anything.
Yeah, or it's like, I struggled to think of anything right now. It was just like
there was a couple that was like do 20% more hacking damage, but 20% less damage with your gun, and then like the flip, you know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
or like
you have 20% less health, but you do 20% more damage. You know,
or like at low health, you can do more damage or something. You know, it's not. It wasn't so extreme. You could do like some kind of like glass cannon build where it's like you're always at 10 HP, but you're super strong. You know? Which would be sick. But and even, you know, another thing that I was expecting to be a little more insane. After you finish the game, we'll talk about the story a little more in depth after this, but after you finish the game, right before the last level, you gain access to... Is it after you finish the game? Or
you have to finish the game, and then it gives you the option to go back to before the final battle.
That's what it is. Mm-hmm. That's what it is. But there's like a... I want to say 10 or 12... I think 12. And then there's one for each astrological sign or something.
Yeah.
Special secret bonus levels.
It's like 2 for each level and then 1 for the final level of the bonus levels.
What do you mean?
Because each secret area you have to unlock is like you have to 100% the area.
Oh, and then do like a special
defeat, like the special boss from.
Oh, right. They put new bosses back in the old levels.
Yeah, that are like more difficult.
And then you have like a challenge mission that you have to do in the little pod.
Yeah, you unlock the mission by doing that. Yeah.
Right. Mm-hmm. Not very difficult, and I was really hoping it would be.
It was fun.
It was a lot of fun. I really liked it, but it reminded me of the special world in Super Mario World where you go like you do the Star World, Star Road, I think it's called actually, and it's like in the shape of a star. If you do all that correctly, you unlock a super special secret world of actually like pretty challenging creative levels. It reminded me of something like that.
That's something I've only seen videos of. You know what I mean? Like,
man, it's so much fun.
Like,
it's really good.
But no, it was like they were good, but often the boss you had to defeat to unlock the challenge was more challenging than the challenge it would then give you.
Yes,
because there was no stakes in the challenge like there was in the like VR missions you could do.
Right.
You know
I thought they'd be like a more hardcore version of the VR missions.
Yeah, like it's timed and you have
Most
to...
of them were just defeat the enemies.
Yeah, survive. Make it to the end.
Yeah.
Which, like, okay. And I, like, fell off a bunch of times and it'd be fine, you know what I mean? Like...
Yeah. But not complaining. I expected it to go a little harder, a little crazier.
I just didn't think it was going to be that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if they did some sort of, like, hardcore DLC.
Mm-hmm. Also, not to we're kind of talking about like the semi-negatives right now. As far as the weapons go, I like the variety of weapons, but inevitably, again, similar to the mods, I found like 2 or 3 I liked, and that's all I'd use the whole game.
And what were they?
They were the drone hive for like, you have like your bottom.
I never used that.
You have the bottom guy, which is like your defensive weapon, kind of, you know what I mean? I always use the drone hive, and then I always used the like the shotgun thing.
I always use the shotgun.
And then I would usually have either the jackhammer once I unlocked that.
I used that a couple times at the end.
Before that, I would have the photon laser.
Same.
Usually. And then it was Riot Blaster
Yep.
and was sticky bombs.
Yeah, I had the same loadout for most of my game.
Yeah.
The only difference for me was I used the Mimic, the decoy.
Oh, decoy generator, yeah.
Because I once I used it a couple times, I go, oh my god,
It is pretty great.
it's almost like a cheat.
It's one of those ones where, like, when I would run out of the hive, and if that was in the area that I was fighting in, I'd be like, oh, sick. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Use that, and then fucking... and I'd occasionally use the stasis net. You know what I mean? But really...
I did on a couple of the challenges.
Yeah, that was the only time, though, is when... Or, like, you had the little bonus drones that would pop
Yeah.
out. You know what I mean? I'd try to use it on those guys. But other than that...
Yeah,
And
a lot of
even
the
then,
other
I
ones
really
didn't feel
just-
vital.
even then, most of the time, I just used the shotgun and the Riot Blaster.
I used them as much as I could, and then the other stuff was like, fuck, I'm out of ammo. I guess I'll do this instead.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, oh, the other thing that really felt like control was your main weapon, the way it's on an automatic cooldown. There's no reloading,
Yep.
no manual reloading. Now, the game itself takes place over the course of like 5, I believe, main areas.
Yeah, I think so.
I think you start off in the solar power plant. You have to restore power to the lunar base and restart the main power terminal.
Then you go to like the mass array or whatever.
The mass production array.
Yep.
And that's where you start to learn a little bit more about what they're doing at this facility, which is a gigantic 3D printer on the moon.
Yeah, using materials that they're mining from the moon.
Yeah.
It's like it's called lumen, you know what I mean? But it's like a specific ore or element, you know what I mean, that's only present on the moon.
Yeah, and they've been mining it, and there was an earthquake, a moonquake, and everything went wrong.
Yep. And
you watched your friends die.
Yes.
And there was no emotional stakes, so you didn't know those characters.
No, you didn't know them at all. It didn't really matter at all. I was just like, oh no, that guy's dead too.
I go, well, people die every day. I don't know them. What do you want me to do?
There's wars going on all over the world. I can't do anything about that.
I'm sorry. I'm giving 1 penny to every GoFundMe. Ever.
Every dog surgery.
The area after that is the Terra Dome. Welcome to the Terra Dome.
I literally said that. Welcome to the Terra Dome. Beyond Terra Dome.
Then you go to the Luna Mines, and then Experimental Pragmatics, and then the Central Port. Really, like, the story essentially is... as you experience it... It's similar to a Dead Space or Alien or something where it's like, oh, you know, there's a distress beacon, basically. Or in this case, there isn't, but communication's been lost with this mining facility. So you're like, well, we gotta go check it out. And you're like an engineer or something. You're not... You're not a hero. And you go... The moonquake happens. Before that, you do meet another droid... cyborg thing. I guess not cyborg because that would. But
no, yeah, it's
they're robots.
Yeah, they're robots.
robots.
They're robots. Yeah, you meet a robot that helps you,
and everyone's kind of like, "Man, do you want to be like vaguely prejudiced against this thing?"
Yes, I know immediately. Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. Can we fuck it or not? If so, is that cool or is that like frowned upon? That's really the 2 questions I have.
Because why would they let you? Why would it have the option?
If it's not cool to have sex with it, why does it have such a nice port the same size as my member? Why is its little robot pocket so inviting? And then everyone dies. Everyone dies, and you think you're going to die too. Because the AI that runs the thing is like, you're an intruder.
Yep.
Intruder alert. And then you're like, oh my god, a little girl. I got to protect you. And she's like, no, dog, I'm going to protect you. Stop. He's saying slurs in binary right now. You got to stop doing that.
I could be. I have no
You
idea.
learned them all.
That's all I know.
She goes, I'm not a little girl. I'm a pragmata.
And you go, what the fuck's that?
And she's like, I gotta do it. And you're like, shut up. I'm going to call you Diana so I feel less weird about this. I'm naming you after Princess Diana.
Historically, a princess nothing bad happened to.
No, you shorten her robot name to Diana.
It's like DI88 and U.
I think, yeah, it's like Diana or something. You go, I'm just going to say Diana instead. And then
I can't look at a robot like a person.
And then when you do restore power, you get to the cabin, which is the hub, and there's a robot named Cabin. Or it's the shelter.
Yes, the shelter with Cabin, the robot.
I keep thinking there's a bug in here, but it's just like the glue is like funny on the back of the label.
Oh.
There's no bug in my drink. I've been keeping my thumb over it just in case, though.
Well, you can put the cap back on, too.
Yeah, but I don't want to be twisting a cap the whole time. Plus, I like the taste of my own thumb.
Big ol' honeybee coming by earlier.
I'm afraid of bees, so don't mention it if you see one. I'll freak out, and that'll be very embarrassing. And in this little hub world is where you go from level to level, and also where you unlock upgrades, alternate costumes, and little collectibles that you just look at and enjoy.
Yeah.
It's very cute. It's very fun. It's very
robot
innocent.
schematics. I looked at the first few robot schematics I got, and then after that I was like, I don't care about these.
Yeah, they're just character models.
Yeah, which is cool.
Yeah, I go, throw it in the game. Why not?
I often just don't care about that, though, in any game. I'm like, I saw them. I was fighting them the whole game.
I loved looking at the ones in Resident Evil 4 because they were the little bottle caps and they all had a little catchphrase, and I just wanted to hear the little phrase.
Oh yes, yeah.
I go, haha. and then but it's
funny.
That's why in one of the games that I'm working on right now, we have a similar thing, and everybody has a little catchphrase you can play. That's going to be the only reason anyone's going to look at this is to hear the little catchphrases. Unless you're one of those freaks who's got to go, I got to look at Ada's butt, and you got to spin her around, and you know,
flip it up.
I see the weird robot's butt.
I got to see where the porthole is.
Did you get the alternate costumes that make you and Diana look like the robot enemies?
Yeah,
those are so sick.
I know. They're so dumb.
I love when games go that hard on a stupid costume that just breaks.
Yeah, it breaks the
everything.
entire game. The
Makes
whole
no
concept
sense anymore.
Yeah. It's not even like they're bigger, so it's like you're inside of them. You're just the robot. Like that's all it is.
Yeah,
with a smaller robot on your back,
and she's got the big head.
She does. She's got the fetal alcohol head.
Another minor complaint I had has to do with this hub world, which again is called the shelter. Throughout the levels, you find little trams that take you back to the shelter. And so you can go to a checkpoint within the level. When you go back to the shelter, you can go back to any checkpoint.
Yeah. And you're like fully healed, fully restocked, good to go.
Yep. I would have loved to be able to travel from checkpoint to checkpoint instead of
having to go back to the hub. And then I hear you. But I also kind of like going back to the hub every time because it reloads all the enemies. You know what I mean? If you were just going from checkpoint to checkpoint, I imagine it might just be like... I mean, they could have just done that, you know what I mean? And had it reload anytime you get on the tram.
There's just a few times where I go, I just want to go back to the thing and... whatever.
No, I do hear you there. Especially when there was like, you just got a new ability to
Yeah.
unlock an area, or like you're like, oh, I did miss something there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'd like to go back, and it's like, no, now I
No, I just gotta replay the whole level.
yeah.
'Cause- yeah. When you get to the next area, the Terra Dome,
Pterodome.
you find another little girl robot who's stuck in a tree.
She's-
Inexplicably is stuck in a tree.
It's growing around her.
And she's like, "Oh, thank you. I'm dying, but maybe there's still hope for you." You're like, "We gotta help her." You help her. She turns out to be evil.
Oh, that bitch. That little bitch.
And she's working with Idis.
Eat it. No, she's
Edith.
not.
She's working against Edis?
Edith, my perception of everything is that because when you meet her as she's like dying, as you're leaving her behind, she gives Diana the way to shut down Edith. You know what I mean? And
Then-
when Diana goes and does that to Edith, what it does is it resets everything and allows her to take control of the dead filament, 8. I think what Edith was doing was to stop the spread of the dead filament and to stop 8 from doing what she was doing. I think that's
Oh.
why Edith trapped her in that thing and stopped everyone from trying to free her and killed everybody to stop the spread of the dead filament back to
Oh,
Earth.
and Edis just didn't make a distinction between you and another threat?
Yeah. You and another person on there that might be infected with dead filament and then needs to be destroyed or could bring dead filament back to, you know what I mean?
All right, I'll take it.
That was my concept of it. So Edith was like...
You know, I didn't think about it that hard. I go, "Oh, they're in cahoots. They're evil. They're both
it
trying
was
to
like
kill me."
doing the right thing in its mind, but like in the way that AI often does
Yeah.
in this same, it's like a trope, you know what
And
I mean? Where
Edis
it's
is
like-
the AI that controls the whole.
Yeah, and it's like the
station.
classic trope of like, oh, to save humanity, I have to kill everybody because they're their own enemy.
And,
you know what I mean?
and a problem that we face every day we wake
Yes.
up.
Do I kill myself to save everyone I care about?
It's gonna be a full moon again soon. Do I? How many times do I go through this? This cycle of becoming a werewolf, killing everyone,
Killing everyone I love.
or do I take the silver bullet treatment? Yeah. Okay. Well, that makes a little more sense. But either way, things don't work out. The dead filament is like a fungus basically that like grows onto organic matter and it infects people. It's killed a bunch of other people, and if it gets sent to Earth, it'll rapidly take over everything there and kill everyone on Earth.
Yeah, it'll just propagate.
And 8 is like, "That's what I'm gonna do, bitch," and she's trying to get something constructed to take all the shit to Earth and go fuck up the Earth. And
Yep.
you're like, "We gotta stop her and go back home."
Yes.
And through this journey, Diana's like, "You know what, Hugh, I'm falling in love with the idea of being a human, and I want to go to Earth with you." And you're like,
I want to see the beach.
"All right, that's
Wanna
so
go to the
cute.
beach?
How can I? Beach. Let's go to the beach. What is that?"
Nicki Minaj.
Okay, I was singing it earlier
Yeah, it's Nicki Minaj, yeah.
because I got invited to a party at the beach. You're probably going to it.
I don't think so.
Oh, good. I'm not.
I didn't get invited to any
Oh,
beach
really?
party. Yeah. I might have. I never check any of my Facebook invites unless they're from like...
It's a retirement party for Kim McClare.
Oh, no, I don't think so. No.
Oh, I thought Sarah would go. 'cause-
I'm sure Sarah's been invited.
Oh.
I think she did tell me about that. Oh, I don't want to go to that.
Oh, well, I said I'm not going. But then I said, beach? Let's go to the beach.
We have a weird relationship.
Hey, who doesn't?
I know. I said to you.
That's not why I'm not going. I'm not going because I think parties are bad. Unless I'm hosting it, because I can escape to my bedroom and hang out with my cats for 20 minutes when I need it to cool
I was
down.
like, well, there's going to be one in the backyard in about a month. So,
Oh, really?
yeah.
Where? Why?
Big birthday.
Who?
Mine.
Oh. You,
I'm
you
just
weren't going
gonna
to
have
ask
a bar-
permission?
I'm just going to barbecue back here.
You're not going to run it by the
Eve knows
committee?
about it. Eve knows about it.
We're two separate
Shoot me
entities.
some- no, I know. You guys very much are. It's funny sometimes. But same with Sarah and I, honestly. It's like,
I know. I was trying to talk to her about Pragmata, and she was like, "Gig-gig-gig.
when I brought it up to her, she was like, is it a game that requires you to be very pragmatic with your decisions? And I was like, no. There's not really like decisions that affect anything.
You have to decide to kill
You
everything.
decide how you kill everything, and that's really it.
All right. Well, great. Great. I'm going to be living in hell as Jordan has a giant party, invites all the people I can't stand to stand in my backyard and pee on my house.
That's what we're all gonna do.
Just you're all just flipping me off.
Where do I go pee? Right over there.
It's okay.
No, the other house.
As long as you invite Andrew, I can throw water balloons out my window at him. So, not E8. I was like,
Yes.
E
Cummings.
3.
EE is from Metal Gear Solid.
That's not who I'm thinking of.
It's Otacon's sister. Stepsister. It's a weird relationship they have.
It is. The Ludum Mines, I thought, was like probably the hardest level for me. It's the one where there's the giant
Oh, the
worm.
Uh-huh.
The big dune worm. The big Beetlejuice worm. And
It's Beetlejuice came before Dune, we all know.
Beetlejuice, it all leads back to Beetlejuice and Kojima. And I liked that level a lot. It was cool that even the whole game takes place on the moon. It was cool to go, here's some low gravity or zero gravity level. I don't understand really, like,
It's
you must
low
have like
gravity.
something in your suit, but you're open air on the surface of the moon.
Well, yeah. Yeah, who knows? You know what I mean? I don't know how it works. I remember
I guess I don't understand.
Well, there's like gravity tethers he turns on at the beginning of the game, remember?
No.
No.
But also, if the moon landing was real, what kept the astronauts from floating away?
There is gravity on the moon. It's just low. It's just lower than it. There's less gravity than there is here.
At what point in the moon's atmosphere does the gravity become too much that you can't?
Oh, I don't know that. Probably where they were when they were having the final battle.
You were rapidly ascending into the sky at that point.
And you just kind of had to like use the jets to push you wherever you needed to go. But on the surface, I mean,
I don't know. I think that's actually pretty good evidence for the moon landing being faked. Is if they were up there, they would have
there
fucking.
is gravity. There's gravity on the moon.
Oh, you've been there?
No. But
Case closed.
that's how large objects in space work.
I don't know. I think the moon's just floating away. No, but it was nice that there was like a lower gravity thing where you could like feel. It felt like
Yes, it was fun.
it felt like a good underwater level.
Yes.
You know,
Or like the slightly less disorienting Dead Space zero G moments. Yeah.
when it first happened, I was like, ugh, it's kind of like my least favorite part of Dead Space. Although it's one of my favorite parts of Prey.
Yes. Yes.
I don't know how they nailed that so hard, but I guess because that game's. Although Dead Space is almost perfect as well.
Agreed.
But man, Prey is also. Prey or Dead Space? Might have to go with Prey.
Yeah, honestly. More fun.
The thing that I got kind of like let down by was like after that, the last two areas, the experimental pragmatics and Central Port, very nothing levels to me. They could have been the same as the first level. There was nothing that really stood out.
Agreed, yeah. It was like, I mean, like, that was really when the exposition happened, you know what I mean? That was really when you got, like, more of the story and more of the motivations,
Yeah,
you know what I mean? It was
I like that.
But, like, that's really what it focused more heavily on.
But the other
those
parts, I
levels.
was like, oh man, I'm in a forest. Oh, I'm in a city. Oh, I'm on the moon. And then it's like, oh, I'm
back in these
I'm in
labs.
gray corridors.
Yeah. And there's a blue old man talking about his child he killed inadvertently.
Yeah, and I thought that was like, is that like the Dr. Light character? Or is this actually still secretly a Mega Man game? No. Although, I'm sure that Capcom, just making nods to their history, they've got to know that it's like, the old man scientist making a robot kid is
Very
yes,
Mega
it's
Man.
Pinocchio, but it's Mega Man.
Yeah. No, they have to know, yeah.
The giant, the bosses in general, kind of mid. They were
Yeah.
all good, but they all just felt like, okay, it's just the same thing as the normal battles, just harder
Yeah.
and bigger, which is fine.
And like in each level, they'd kind of give you an enemy that like presented you with the mechanics kind of that you'd have to deal with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? With that boss, but in different ways. And then
Yeah.
like you'd fight the boss and you're like, oh, okay, I know how to deal with this stuff.
I liked
And it
it.
was just kind of, no, they were fun, but same where it wasn't like, it's not like playing Elden Ring.
Right.
You know what I mean? Where each boss is like this, you know,
Super
massive-
memorable, crazy thing
Yes.
that you're just like, whoa,
And when you beat it, you're like, I overcame insurmountable odds. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And did this. Instead, it's just like, oh, I just had to keep hammering this thing until it fucking died.
the other thing that I was pretty disappointed by in this game is that the final boss, which I thought would be the ultimate test of my skills, was mostly a cutscene where you had to do almost nothing at all.
That's not how I really remember it.
It's chasing you up the thing. What you have to do is wait for a long cutscene to happen.
okay, sorry. The final boss.
Move your cursor.
Yes, I considered like, yes, that is the final boss.
That's like the
ultimately.
final form of the boss.
Yes, I thought like fighting 8 for me. I was thinking you were talking about that.
Fighting
the Battle
8
of
was cool. That was a great battle.
But
But then to go,
Yeah.
we're raising the stakes. It's even crazier.
yeah, that was a letdown.
It could have been a one-time sequence of
Can I be honest with you? It felt like Resident Evil 8 in reverse of the final 2 battles. Because as somebody who just played Village recently, final 2 battles are Heisenberg and then Miranda. Heisenberg battle, they give you the giant machine to go out and feel super strong, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Still more fun than this final battle, for sure.
yeah.
But the 8 battle and the Miranda battle felt like, even character model wise, very similar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Very, very similar as far as like environmental, you know what I mean, too,
thought
and
the
everything.
same
And it was
thing.
like, the whole time I was playing it, I was like, wow, this is very Miranda coded. You know what I mean?
You know, we were going to do an episode on Resident Evil Village and we didn't, but let's just call this the mini episode. What'd you think? Pretty good? No?
I loved it. Yeah, I thought it was great. Other than, I'd say behind RE4 and maybe now Revelations, you know what I mean? It's top 3 for me. You know what I mean? I'd say.
That's cool. I love how much you can explore. I love how they pulled from Resident Evil 4 and 7 in different ways. I like that it's, again, a pretty linear experience where it's just like, here's 4 very different levels that are all their own distinct experiences. You move on. It's a very, like, digestible game.
Yes.
It's not the kind of thing where I'm like, oh, this part again, or I'm going, oh, all this bullshit, you know?
Yeah, agreed. And each time you come
Tight.
back, yes, and it's like each time you come back
Except
to like
for the intro.
the central. Yeah, that's the worst part. The first like hour of that game.
They should allow you to just start at the castle.
Yeah.
On a second playthrough, I think.
Agreed. It's so hard to get through. But that being said, I really did love it, and on second thought, top 4 because RE2 is so good.
That's also so good. Also, I played the game most recently with automatic or unlimited rocket launcher.
Which one?
8.
Oh
Village.
yeah. Oh yeah, like
And
that.
it was still super fun. Even like
I know. Yeah, I played
even
through the
with
whole
the
game
enemies not being a threat at all.
Yeah.
The exploration and just like the whole thing is just super fun still.
Very fun. Very
Even
good
with,
game.
Like no combat challenge.
No real challenge. Yeah.
Because also I was like, how fast can I do this? Like how you know, like
How many of these things can I kill during this rush? You know what I mean? Yeah.
so good. Anyway, yeah, this last part of this last battle, I feel like there's a bug in my eye. That's why I don't go outside. Oh, I mean, I love going outside.
Matt's outside all the time.
Yeah. That's why I'm this color.
It's like I'm not much better.
That's why
Right
I'm
now.
completely. I'm gonna color correct so you can't see that I'm like a sheet of paper. A sheet of white paper.
What?
The last section here where you're doing this thing where you have to steady the cursor and then
Barely.
hit fire. And then, yeah, barely. And then you do a regular hacking mini game, do it again. And that happens like 3 or 4 times. And the last time, the grid gets really small. And I go, oh my God, that's cool.
Yeah.
And then it auto solves the thing, and it's like, then it's just a regular grid again.
Yeah, and then it's like, just follow the things.
Damn. They should have done a couple scenarios, even if it was like a status effect where it's like, oh, her hacking is like fucked up right now. Because they did do stuff, your hacking got fucked up, your combat got fucked up.
Yeah, or like you come across the enemies where they have like a much larger hacking matrix, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
To like navigate.
But to do the thing where it's like where it gets smaller, it's like harder to
Even
read.
see, yeah.
It's like the whole thing, it's a different challenge. To tease that and then just go, just kidding, you don't have to do that. I go, damn, that would have been a
on, like,
great
the final,
like the last challenge. It's
it
like
really
it really stepped it up.
The end of the game, like, it made me, it was like kind of impactful, but like that ending fight and that like last little section between you defeating 8 and then you know what I mean, going home, like that kind of felt like a throwaway. It kind of felt unnecessary.
After the battle's done.
Yeah.
And then you're just like, all right, let's go home. And you're walking to the ship.
Yeah.
I go, oh, is there something else?
I mean, that whole section, that whole final battle with the thing where you're going up on the thing and shooting at it. Everything after you beat 8 felt unnecessary to me.
I agree. I think that it could have been really condensed because for as drawn out as it was, it was just like...
It was like I was suddenly playing a different... Like I was playing Azura's Wrath or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Where it's like...
Well, I actually don't know what that is, but...
It's all QTEs. You know what I mean? It's a very large-scale game with a lot of QTE battles.
Yeah. Like that the last phase of the boss battle did feel like a QTE battle, basically. And then after the battle, Hugh is hiding the fact that he's been infected, he's going to die. And so he's walking slower. And there is a cool moment where Diana gets down, she starts walking by herself for the first time since you guys got together.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's good writing. That's good. The symbolism there.
Yes.
It's like, oh, damn. You know, in like a very like cheesy, kind of like obvious way. It's like, the hero's not going to make it. You know?
This was impactful. It's just like, I feel like they could have...
El Paso, it's everything.
I feel like they could have just skipped right to that. You know what I mean?
And
like,
it could have been a little cutscene where he goes, I'll be right there. And he's like clearly wounded. And then it fades or something. And it's like, and then you just see, like me, like walking. I know they've done it in Resident Evil 9. They did it in Metal Gear Solid 4. The things where the hero is wounded and he's, you know,
battling.
It didn't work here because you already blew your load, and then it's like this like quiet time after.
Well, and also like you are literally just walking.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. There's like nothing. There is no little QTE. There's nothing to do. There's just you literally are just like.
And because I'm like used to exploring, I was like, oh, should I look around a little bit more? And it's like, no, you shouldn't.
No.
And you walk for a little bit longer than you really have to, I think.
Yes, agreed. Yeah.
And the game does end with the game ends with Hugh. The game does end with Hugh putting Diana on a cargo ship that he can't fit into, and he kills himself. So she can go to Earth. She crash lands in the ocean. She's on a beach. She's looking around. She looks up at the moon. And somewhere she goes, maybe Hugh's looking at that same moon that I am right now. I go, well, that's not how it works. He's on the moon. But
I don't know. I think that was good. That was really good. These are 8% also, so maybe that's helping. But
no, I'm funny.
You are funny also, yes.
Thank you.
It hit harder, I'm saying, because...
It hit harder because it's so sad that Hugh commits suicide.
Suicide.
To save a robot girl who he could just go, well, you're just a robot.
Shut her down, yeah.
You know, because, like, honestly...
I just saw it go into your roof.
Thank you for confirming.
Now it's really,
is it responsible?
It's feeding its babies.
That's great. So, you know, is it responsible to send experimental moon robot to Earth unassisted? The robot clearly knows nothing about Earth, really.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Everything she's learning is through documents or files, the REM files that you find, which are just like, they're just 3D printer files where it's like, oh, we learned how to like print stuff that reminds us of home. It helps the shifts on the moon base be less alienating.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Is it really like it does it to me? I go, I don't know. There's a little bit of a moral thing where I go, yes, I know the robot is saying that it wants to experience the Earth.
Mm-hmm.
But what am I sending it into? What is it do? What is it going to do?
And it's like,
what are people going to do to it?
if this thing seemingly does have like emotions, as it seems to, you know what I mean, more or less, like it seems to display wants and desires and like feel sadness, you know what I mean, and anger, then like you are, and it, although it is a robot, it is developed and has the maturity of a child, and you're basically just sending a child alone to. It's like if you just sent if you took a 7-year-old and you were like, I'm just going to send you to the moon and go figure it out. You know what I mean? You'll be all right. You know, there's people there. Like if you do the opposite.
Baby Moses in the basket. And
I'm going, you'll be fine in Egypt. You'll figure it out. They won't kill you. I'm sure they won't kill you.
I read this one. They don't kill you.
They don't.
It actually turns out pretty good for you in some ways.
It goes pretty well for Moses, frankly. We still know who he is today, am I right? Questionable, but I mean, like, she will probably be fine. She requires nothing. Well, no, she does need power.
She needs that's the other thing. Yeah, she needs
power, and she
powers
charges
herself
on the ship's floor.
Yeah,
yeah. So she has a battery. Yeah. What are you gonna? Was she? Yeah.
It just. I feel like that was a little undercooked.
Agreed. And if you do the New Game Plus ending /
okay. Mm-hmm. So.
Yep.
What is that? Oh, you find a chip.
Yeah, you find the chip.
A chip that can basically reverse the effects of having
it
dead
stops
filament.
The spread of dead filament. Yeah.
So you could, ostensibly, if you were someone who was infected, you would be okay.
Yeah, you'd survive. Mm-hmm.
You can equip that chip.
Yep.
And you get the same game, but then it goes to black.
Well, what's weird, what was frustrating is you can only get it before the end game. Because when I started the New Game Plus on the file where I had that chip unlocked, you can't equip it at the beginning of the game. So you can't equip it until you get to before the end level. So no matter what, you have to get infected. It has to spread to the extent that it does. So that's why I was hoping for a different ending. I was hoping for one where the two of you huddle up inside of that little shipping container. You can just take some of the stuff out of there. None of that stuff needs to be in there.
I know.
You know what I mean? It's like there's no room. It's like they don't need any of it. Take its stuff out.
Who knows how long the trip was?
Yeah, ultimately.
He could have died on the trip.
But all that happens is you send Diana to Earth, and then you get a little audio clip where Cabin boots back up, and Cabin goes, "Oh, you're back. A solo trip this time, I see." And then it fades to black.
Oh, Hugh, I've never noticed how handsome you are.
Oh, Hugh, I didn't think anyone was here. I didn't think anyone was home.
Would you mind applying this robot lotion to my butt?
Robot lotion. Not grease or oil. You could have the other one if you want to as well. Up to you.
Why the fuck not?
Why not? I gotta work tomorrow, so I can't get much drunker than this.
Well, I'm
You've got your pamplemousse La Croix. Pamplemousse La Croix. Zut alors.
And such pretty packaging.
Formidable. It is nice, yeah.
Makes me feel like I'm special.
It makes me feel like I'm not a drunk.
Yeah, so, I mean, we're not really getting into the deeper story, which I'm going to admit, I caught up on it.
Yeah.
And I tried to prepare, And I'm going to try to say what I think happened. The Delphi Corporation started doing these moon experiments. And then they were doing something about pragmatas. And then there was something where they were like, we need a certain type of human. And we're doing experiments on humans.
Kind of. Can I do it?
Well, I want you to tell me how wrong I am.
You're like kind of there.
Okay, they're experimenting on humans.
I'd say you're like 70% right
And
now.
they unbeknownst to the doctor,
I don't know what Acula. I don't remember.
And unbeknownst to the doctor, the
Dr. Wegovy.
Dr. Wu from the Steely Dan song. The person they experiment on and infect with dead filament is his own daughter. And so he goes mad and tries to create a robot to replace his daughter. And then he gets sick. And as he's dying, he thinks that 8 is his daughter. And he goes, you gotta avenge my death. This is your final directive, or your prime directive. And she goes, yes, father. She imprints on him, and that's why she's so determined to do the thing. And at the same time, there's an investigative journalist who is trying to look into things on the base, and I don't understand if anything happens to him or not, or if he was just like, oh, that was fucked up, and does he ever spread the word or not? I don't know. That's my gist of the story.
If this was a book and I was your English teacher, I would have given you C+ on that one, because you got a lot of it, I think. So my understanding, and only if I'm right, you know what I mean. It all hinges on whether or not I'm right, you know what I mean. But from my perspective, from my memory, what it is they're doing the experiments on the moon. Delphi is the company doing the experiments on the moon, and they're the people who are already making things with lunafilament on Earth. But they go to the moon because there's no restrictions on the moon, so they can start creating things like vehicles and things that have like safety restrictions on Earth that they can't create, you know what I mean, on the moon. So this doctor comes to the moon because his daughter is sick on Earth and she's dying. He comes to the moon because there's no limits on what he can do, you know what I mean? He creates the Pragmata, creates Diana, because he's trying to... His daughter has gotten infected with something. I don't remember exactly what it is that she's become infected with.
Oh, wait,
she has like some weird
she has
disease.
Ligma.
She has ligma, yes. Uh-huh. She's suffering from Wilkinson syndrome. Do you remember that from being a teen? Or is that... Yeah. But she's dying. And I can't remember... Dead filament is related, but I can't remember how. That part I'll admit.
She's not sick from dead filament?
I don't think so, because dead filament isn't on Earth. Or else that would be... Or else what's the point of what the fuck you're doing? What's the point of you not going back to Earth if dead filament's already on Earth? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Or we've just discovered a massive plot hole. But anyways, she's dying. He's up, and he's using Diana to test these different things on to cure her. It doesn't work with Diana. So he creates 8, and 8 is slightly older than her because it's been a while that he's been trying to do this. It's been a while.
And Diana's obsolete, basically.
Obsolete. And she didn't do her job, quote unquote. You know what I mean? She didn't fulfill her purpose.
And she internalizes that.
Yes. Only once she remembers, though. And
it only hurts when I remember.
Her memory's all weird for the first, like, half of the game.
It is. It is.
But he creates 8, and he thinks he figures it out with 8.
Mm-hmm.
And so he says, okay, let's send this into the testing phase. We'll send it back to Earth. What he doesn't know is the first human trial they do on Earth, what they don't tell him is that the first human trial is his daughter.
Human trial of what?
Of this cure for the disease that she has. I don't remember what it is.
Okay.
He's trying to cure a disease that she's infected with that other people on Earth are also infected with. You know what I mean? It might be the dead filament. I can't remember. I don't think so, though. And 8... He thinks he figures it out with 8, so he sends it to Earth and is like, we got to get this into human trials. You know what I mean? She's the first human trial. he doesn't want to send it to human trials. He says, I think this is something you have to start testing this. You know what I mean? They advance it to human trials without telling him and use it on his daughter. It kills her.
Oh, and because he wasn't on Earth to stop it.
Yes. And he wasn't there to see her die either. You know what I mean? So he becomes enraged.
Ugh.
You know what I mean?
I feel bad when I miss a softball game. You know?
If I'm not there for the chorus recital.
Imagine not being there for her clinical trial and subsequent death.
Yeah, as a result of the thing you created inadvertently. And then he does inevitably, I can't remember if he dies or kills himself. I think he might die during the moonquake.
He gets infected with
the dead filament?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, then yes. And then he does, yes. Like you said, he leaves a directive to 8 where he's
but he's hallucinating that it's his daughter.
Yes. Yes. At that point he believes that it's her because he's dying.
Now what's up with the reporter?
Reporter I didn't really get too much. That felt like a little side thing almost. Because there was
it is
two
a
little
side thing.
There was like a few little side stories that they just felt like they were trying to give you more world building. It felt more like world building because like there's the girl who's hiding in the walls. You know what I mean? You read her stuff?
You always think there's a girl hiding in the walls.
I just want someone to love me.
No, I do remember her, yes.
Yes.
She's the one who makes the hidden walls, which I thought was another really cool little thing to find.
Mm-hmm. And it's like they're talking about this idea of like multiple workers are trying to like go home and they won't let them go home, and so they're trying to like fake their physical
They
things.
won't let workers go home, but they also have automated all the work, so you just need to sit there and be depressed.
Yeah, effectively, yeah. It's like they've made all of them,
which is where we're heading.
They've made all of them effectively obsolete, but then they're also admonishing them for not doing work at certain points. You like find things about that of being like, hey, we discovered this issue and this thing, and it's like, well, you're making the robots fucking do it. You won't let me do it. So like, what do you want me? You know what I mean? Like,
This is what's happening with AI right now.
Yes. Very poignant game. Much like Metal Gear Solid 4.
Yeah, sadly. And Killer 7.
Yes. And then I think you're right at the end. The rest you're correct about. You know what I mean? Where it's like, then he gives a directive to 8. She's supposed to spread the dead filament.
The reporter reminds me of the reporter from Resident Evil 7.
Yeah, where it's just kind of like the reporter shows up, is there, is supposed to uncover all this stuff. I can't remember whether they like do or don't. I think they get like stonewalled pretty hard, if I remember right.
They do.
And
then then there's like a whistleblower.
But then I think the moonquake happens.
It's like a moonquake. Heat wave. That's what I'm thinking.
Oh, okay. I was like, I don't know what song you're doing.
Moonquake. Moonquake. Jitterbug.
I said a heat wave into my heart. Yeah.
Bang, bang into my mouth. Man, I probably told this story before, but for a while I was really into Comedy Bang Bang, the comedy podcast.
Comedy Bang Bang.
Comedy Bang Bang.
Starring, just shut up. Starring Steve Offerman and that's his name, right? What is
Scott Aukerman.
Scott Aukerman.
But the joke is they give him a fake name every time. But you're thinking of Nick Offerman.
I know, but that's what,
Fuck that guy.
He's fine.
No, I'm gonna kill him.
He seems fine.
I'm gonna kill him and Megan Mullally.
Those two motherfuckers.
He's fucks.
They are probably Zionists.
I gotta edit that. I'll say kiss. I'll just put that in there.
Kiss.
I'm gonna kiss him.
They're probably lionists.
He seems fine. I guess
they seem.
To me, it's just. I think anybody who does like his type of comedy is. They're like a bumper sticker you'd buy at Target.
They're not.
If that was a person,
they're not making the world worse.
They're not.
That's my opinion. You know what I mean?
Who is? Name them.
Peter Thiel.
Okay. Yep. I agree.
Sam Friedman. Is
Yep.
the other guy?
Okay. Yeah. Sure.
Jeff Bezos. Everybody. Half of the Trump administration. Steve Bannon did a real bad job for a while.
Man, it honestly, it breaks my heart to
Stephen
have
Miller.
someone like RFK in power who's like, let's get the dyes out of food and like let's Like, let's clean up some of this stuff. Let's have the FDA like do some.
Well, I remember talking to a friend of the show, Dust, about this, where he was like, you know what I mean? Like, why shouldn't I vote for RFK? Like, what is the, you know what I mean? Like, based on what he's saying. And I'm like, well, I hear you. Because, like, I felt the same way for, like, a split second. Where, like,
I watched him so on, much of what I agree with him on so many things.
I watched him on, like,
but you're a psychopath.
I watched him on 2 podcasts. And then I remember the thing that made me, oddly enough, was another podcast that made me go, ugh. It was, he had done Matt and Shane's podcast. And then he came back again to do it.
Oh, no.
And when he came back the second time, suddenly he was like, no, I've suddenly changed my mind, and actually, when it comes to the abortion issue, I'm pro-life, and life begins at conception, and I think that Israel is a sovereign nation, that, there's nothing wrong with what's happened. And, like, he completely just reversed on those within, like, a 6-month period after he dropped out of the presidential race and was, like, on board to maybe become part, like, on track to become part of Trump's cabinet. You know what I mean?
So he became like a MAGA guy just to get in somewhere.
Exactly.
It
And
just sucks
it
because
happened
it's just like
so quickly after him presenting himself as such an honest guy who, like, although he's a little crazy, his track record with, like, the EPA and, like, doing environmental things and, like,
and
with
he's
the
married to Cheryl from
I
Curb
know,
Enthusiasm,
like, she
who I
seems
also
fine.
I love. You know,
Yeah.
she's one of my favorite libs.
But she's a neo-lib. That's you know what I mean?
I know, but they, you got to take them as they come.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it's like...
But it just, it does kill me that it's like, how come the first person in authority... Because I have tried so hard to keep things like artificial dyes and stuff out of my diet in general.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, I might have a piece of candy sometimes, but, like, I don't buy anything that has that shit in it.
Yeah.
Not to say I never, ever, ever, ever... I'm not militant. It's
yeah,
just
yeah,
like...
but, like, you do your best. Yeah.
And
You make
I'm gonna
it,
go,
you
if I'm
actively
gonna
try
go
to
spend
not
my
do it.
money on something, I'm going to try to not have it have chemicals that are illegal in the rest of the world in it. And it drives me insane that one of the few big mainstream politicians to recognize that sort of thing is him.
Yes.
I go, what the
And for him
fuck?
to have zero follow-up on any of it. You know what I mean?
Well, no, they're pulling a bunch of the dyes.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, the things about, like, the things with the dyes and, like, the emulsifier that they put in a lot of orange drinks and stuff like that, like, those were already happening. Those were already in the process. I
didn't know that.
He just didn't, like, kill those along with all the other shit he killed.
Well,
You know what I mean?
it's all very upsetting.
Yeah. Like, those things were already...
And we're sending Diana into that world.
right? Which is definitely worse by now.
Do you think they can do a sequel
Yeah, I think they could.
set on Earth?
Yeah, why not?
I would love it.
It's like, I wish...
think I would just love more of this gameplay.
Because, like, Dead Space, I believe 3, starts with you on Earth. And I remember being so disappointed that you immediately go back to some weird alien planet. You know what I mean? And I like that it's like the marker homeworld, but I so more wish that you could have explored after having so much, like, peripheral information on what's going on Earth. You know what I mean? To finally actually, like, be there and living it and, like, experience it. I thought that was
Right.
going to be so cool. And you get, like, a quick glimpse of it, but, like...
It's like Doom as well. They
Yeah.
they do give you a good amount of stuff on Earth in some of the like in I think in it might be Doom 2 in the OG games, but in the reboot series, have you played those at all?
A bit, yeah. Not all the way through
Man.
either one, but...
The Earth it's
2016 and
it's,
Eternal.
It's
they're
very
both
good.
fucking-
I didn't like Dark Ages enough to stick with it. I got to try it again sometime.
Have not tried that one yet.
Did you beat 16 or Eternal? I
got
beat,
pretty far in both, but I just, like... It was just very fun, and it was another one that I just, like, started doing something else.
I
You know
beat
what I mean?
them because I was just like hooked, and I remember there was
I got into Wolfenstein at the same time, and that sucked me in more.
brilliant. Just I'd get done with the boss battle and be like,
Yes. No, agreed, yes. Yes.
"Oh my god, did I not breathe for 2 minutes?"
They're so intense. That game's so intense.
I'm sorry to put our liberal agenda in the middle of this show.
Yeah, I mean, like...
I'm so sorry.
genuinely...
I'm sorry that people have to see us as individuals with actual opinions.
Ultimately. Yeah, I wish I didn't have to say anything about anything. You know what I mean? Like,
That would be nice.
I wish I lived in a world where I could just be like, I don't fucking care.
I do care, and it hurts me.
Precisely.
Yeah, I don't know. I think this was just such a brilliant video game that felt like it really... It just felt like it really understood what's fun about games. And it did have a couple. I have a couple nitpicks,
but
generally
it's the
amazing.
first game in a while that I like took a chance on and said, "This isn't like." I mean, like you said, it was good, so like I trust your opinion on games, but also I was like, so many of the games I've been playing lately are like part of a series, part of a franchise. You know what I mean? A remake.
Yep.
I've been doing a lot. I played through Metal Gear Solid, the whole thing. You know what I mean? For the most part, I played through like a lot of the Resident Evil remakes.
Did you play the MSX game with the original 2D ones?
No, I haven't played those.
Man.
I have them, but I'm
crazy how good they are.
yeah. I'm excited to
derail. It's just like,
but like,
man,
I've been playing a lot of like games where I have confidence going in because I
Yep.
go, okay, this has been fun for me before. I'm gonna like this, and this is the first one I took a chance on, and I was like, fuck, I love this. You know what I mean? Like
from a big studio too, because like
Yeah.
you know sometimes it's
risky.
I usually go with indies for new ideas.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Because a lot of the time, the new IPs, the last handful of times I've tried them, like, what was that weird, like, Astro? It was like a, I can't remember what it was called. It was like a weird, like, 50s space.
Oh,
first-person-
Atomic Heart?
Yeah, I was like, oh, that could be cool. Bad game.
You know, that game has had so many updates and they've expanded it so much, and I go,
Yeah.
man, I'm glad they've stuck with it, but I could not get into that game.
could
I
not
was
get
so
into it.
ready to love it.
Could not get into it. Starfield, same thing. Wanted to love that game.
Starfield was,
Broken, bad game.
you know, and people have said it's gotten better, but what it's missing for me,
Yeah.
the whole reason I like Bethesda's RPGs,
Mm-hmm.
because, you know, and this is like, I know gamer discourse has been done to death, but they don't really, like, player agency doesn't matter, choices don't matter. It's not like when you're playing older RPGs where it's like you're picking a path, you're role-playing really hard.
Yeah.
For me, the appeal of Elder Scrolls, basically from Skyrim, the previous one, Oblivion,
Yeah.
Fallout 3, 4, and then what I was hoping for in Starfield, but what I like about, you know, that bundle of like those modern Bethesda RPGs is the exploration and seeing something in the distance going, what is that? And I'm going, and then sometimes just like, there's a guy, there's an enemy. Sometimes there's a crazy side quest.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's nothing, but just the thrill of exploring.
And like the way that it's easy to like be like, oh, I have to get to that thing, and then getting lost along the way, but not like literally lost, but being like, ooh, I saw this other thing. Let me
Yeah.
go see what that is. And then each thing that you go to see what it is like this fully realized thing that you can like explore. And even
then
if there's
sometimes it paints a bigger picture. You go, oh
Yeah.
wow, this is connected.
yeah, and I love it.
None of
love
that was present.
it. None in Starfield.
in
at all.
Starfield.
None. There was just the main quest, effectively.
I tried so hard to just like, let me just explore. They're just this. It's the same.
Same thing
Like
every time.
they copy pasted stuff, and I know they did the procedurally generated stuff, and it's just like it was such a bummer. Where maybe it's a good game for someone who wants a different experience, but that's not why I'm playing those Bethesda games.
No, and that's like the same issue I felt with 76. It felt like an empty world, and I get that.
And that's another one that I've been told they fixed it up quite a bit, but I think you went back to it and
I
were
disagree.
impressed.
I disagree again. It's like I feel like these are just like, not to be mean, but I feel like these are like smooth-brained people going back and being like, they made it better, and I'm like, they just put more shit in it. But like more shit that like you have to pay for, and more shit that like, oh, I can build out my settlement more that I can then do nothing with because there's nothing to do in this game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I walk into a new town in Fallout 76 today or 6 years ago, and there's no one in that town. There's 2 robots to interact with, and I fight 4 enemies on the way there. You know what I mean? And it's like, what's the point of this?
Virginia.
I don't fucking care.
I
It
can't wait
just-
to meet Virginia.
It just wasn't good. It was
Train.
not good. Train's
Yeah,
horrible.
Wow, okay. Well, guess what you're going to have to sing at the next country club?
Soul Sister.
It's going to be the Train Mega Mix. Yeah. It's going to be Drops of Jupiter, Meet Virginia, Soul Sister, and 2 more that I don't know yet, but I will.
I'll have figured it out.
Yeah, and just because, you know...
That being said, sorry, not to interrupt what you were going to say, but that being said, The new games I have given a chance in the past 6 years have disappointed me for the most part. You know what I mean? With few exceptions, And it's this was just so refreshing.
Like a new IP, a new idea.
No idea. I'm not playing an old game that I've heard good things about. You know what I mean? This is a brand new game.
And it also doesn't feel like it's as much as I said, it feels a lot like Control in a lot of ways.
Well, it feels like a lot of different games at different points.
It's not like you play a game, you go, oh, they're doing Resident Evil. Oh, they're doing Silent Hill.
Yeah.
Oh, they're doing Metal Gear. You can just tell they're just doing their own fan version of it, even if it's another big studio.
Yeah.
Ooh, I hate when people are walking on the sidewalk and I can hear them talking. No. No, it's just I don't, and this could be my own ignorance. I can't think of any other game that's like this. In terms of what it's doing in terms of gameplay.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a very traditional third-person shooter. But the twists that it adds to the combat with the hacking, it feels like a wholly unique thing where it's just it's a fun game to play rather than here are tried and true, kind of tired game mechanics applied to a story that you may or may not attach yourself to.
It's a new mechanic that, for me, hasn't gotten tired yet. You know what I mean? It's fun every time I do it. Each time that I have to hack another enemy, I'm a little stressed and trying to do it as fast as I can. You know what I mean? And every time I'm oh shit, I gotta think again. You know what I mean? And it's every time it's fun. Mm-hmm. Story. Honestly, I'm glad the story doesn't really matter to me that much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it let me focus on what I wanted to focus on.
Yeah, which was the fun gameplay.
And to me, the stakes are enough. I go, yeah, save the guy.
Yeah, but it's another thing I appreciate about Resident Evil. It's the same thing that I love about RE4, where I'm okay, yeah, the story is fun and quirky, but it's just save the president's daughter. That's all it is.
And who wouldn't want to do that?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
You'd have to be some kind of anti-patriot.
You wouldn't save Ivanka?
Willy Ivanka?
Willy Ivanka?
Willy Ivanka's Chocolate Factory?
Is Ivanka not his daughter?
No, I don't.
Ivanka's his daughter, yeah.
I don't know.
He has 2 daughters.
Everybody makes all sorts of jokes about him being horny for his daughter. Listen, I don't even want to know their names. I don't even want to think about these people existing. To me, Trump exists purely in the golden era of Celebrity Apprentice.
His couple of WWE appearances.
That's fine. The Millionaire's Ball, or whatever it's called, where he fights, where he shaves. That's great. Being referenced in 50,000 hip-hop songs. I don't recognize... Even when he was being mean to Rosie, I don't want to acknowledge that. Calling Rosie a pig, I don't want to acknowledge that.
What'd she ever do?
Rosie? I used to love the Rosie O'Donnell show.
Loved Rosie O'Donnell.
Flinging the koosh balls in the crowd.
Loved just seeing her in a movie.
Who doesn't love koosh?
Loved seeing Rosie as a little cameo in a movie.
You loved when Rosie played the mentally disabled woman.
I was thinking of her in Fried Green Tomatoes.
I was thinking of her in A League of Their Own.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
She's also in M. Night Shyamalan's second movie, I believe. Yeah, which is a really sweet film.
Yeah.
Anyway.
She
does have a very crazy... they do this less, but there was a time in the early 90s where it seemed like there was just a lot of let's do a movie about a person with a severe disability.
Yeah.
And just get an actor to portray them in a way that I guess isn't
Gary
offensive.
Oldman won an Oscar for Tiptoes.
There's a lot of those roles where I go, I don't know, man. He's
just on his knees the whole movie.
Weird to me. I didn't know that.
He's just on his knees with shoes on his knees and shot at angles.
Have you seen Another Man? I think it's called.
No.
Oh man. All right. Well, this is another time.
Sorry. Yeah.
It's just there's a guy who has this facial deformity.
Mm-hmm. Similar to Mask.
Yeah, but much more extreme.
Okay.
And he's the star. He's the co-star in this film, this psychological thriller about just about identity and image and stuff. And it's just it was cool to have him portray himself, in a realistic way, and not have it be because the movie is so heavy, to have it be someone who's actually going through those things. There's some artistic merit to that. To me, where I go, I don't know, like I'm writing some fiction. I'm working on, I'm an artist, and I don't often go like, what if I make a guy like this? I think he'd talk like this, and then I go, oh, I need someone to like do the voice, and it's like, I don't know, I don't know. To me, I just go, I don't know. Not that those stories shouldn't be told, but the way I've seen them in my life growing up, watch some of these movies where it's like Rosie O'Donnell or
they should be
or
told
Rain
by,
Man or something.
They should be told by those people to a degree, or someone very intimate with those people.
Someone close to those people. Sometimes it feels like it's more of a plot device than anything else. I feel a little, not that you can't do it. I'm not trying to police anyone. I just go,
no, but it's like,
I don't know how I would handle that, and I don't like how you handled that.
We've talked about it in like other videos a little bit, where it's like, because like, especially with like the controversy around Alan Wake 2, you know what I mean, with like the casting, you know what I mean, DEI casting and stuff like that, where it's like there is not like forced inclusion, but there is like you see the ads where you're like, this is so clearly they're just trying to like appeal to the
you can clearly see when someone is trying to go like, yeah, of course we're diverse. We hired all these people.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. Look at the actors we got for the commercial. Look at, you know what I mean? And it's like, there's that. Yes, that exists for sure. And that is, I think that's bad all around. You know what I mean? Because I think it's bad for the actual diversity, and then it's bad because it just like reinforces the people who think that diversity is forced. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I think it's bad all around. But like, when you see it done, when it's done well, you don't go, oh, look at this diverse film. You just go, oh, look at this story. You know what I mean? You don't go, look at this diverse cast. You just go, oh, that was a great story. And you know what I mean? You don't think about it. You know what I mean?
Because you can tell when someone's doing something for brownie points, or when someone's just being genuine and treating humans like humans.
Yeah, that's when they're real characters, and that's not their character.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, that's not their... Yeah, you know what I mean.
I know.
You know what I mean?
It's a delicate thing, because like, yes, it's great. It's great to see
that's why
someone who wouldn't normally maybe not get a role.
Precisely, yes. Mm-hmm.
That's not the bad part.
No.
And it's also, a lot of those same companies are also like, they'll do something to have some front-facing sense of diversity, and then, all of the executives what they're investing their money into a lot of times is racist infrastructure,
or even that, like,
I mean?
they got that person for that commercial or for that episode or for that thing, but they paid them 20% of what they pay everyone else on that episode.
It happens.
You know
all
what
that
I mean?
kind of stuff. It's like it goes a little bit further. If you look a little bit deeper, it's like it's easy to look like a good guy. Mm-hmm. Follow the money a little bit, see what's going on before you pat someone on the back too hard.
Yes, yeah, exactly. But also, it's like, yeah, I don't know.
That's why I go, thank God, Capcom. And again, no offense to Capcom, but every time they have a black guy, which I think I said this in our Resident Evil 9 video, there's a black guy. Of course he's about to die. and everyone else is white.
And he's always going to talk like this.
Yes.
No matter what.
Every time.
He sounds like he's from an 80s action movie every time.
And he always plays like an 80s action movie guy who's like, it's bad and we got to do something right now. And it's like, he only serves as like a function to like make the hero get to the next.
He just advances the plot. That's all it ever is. Yeah.
And I think and the only time that was different in my memory, and correct me if I'm wrong, Shiva in Resident Evil 5, who I believe the first time you see her, it's a close-up ass shot. Like
that it is.
She's very, not to say that everyone isn't sexualized in those games to a degree, like especially 5 and 6.
Well, I mean,
6 you fight a greased up naked woman.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I'm just because we're talking about a Capcom game, it is very funny that Capcom.
Well, it's like you said, like Chris Redfield is just this ripped, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and it's all over hypersexualized, and you know what I mean? Like, yeah. But
again, personally speaking,
heartthrob, you know what I mean?
If I were to I'm a white guy. Most of my friends are white guys, or white whatever.
And we're keeping it that way.
But working on this is something that came up in working on my own game. It's like I would like to have the cast not just be, because it's like there are other. You look around, you see like even in our 90% white demographic where we live,
yes,
there's other people.
Mm-hmm.
I want to have some sort of accurate representation. I wouldn't write like a non-white character and have them just be like
a character.
Oh, they come in for 2 seconds before they get their head blown off.
Yes, yeah.
And then everyone else who gets like something meaningful to do in the story is white. That's how it seems like a lot of game studios handle.
Well, and
stuff.
also it's like it's this frustrating thing where it's like
I'm laughing because it's just so insane. I'm not trying to say. I don't think that's not funny to me.
Mm-hmm. No, but it is.
It's horrible.
Yes.
Which is funny because what else am I going to do?
No, we could go on about this forever. Actually, no, we can't keep going on about this. But but I hear what I understand your sentiment. But it goes back to like the idea of like the stories are more genuine when they're from people who are much more intimate with those people or are those people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, which is also
like,
it's funny
I'm gonna
because
write a story and it's going to be from the perspective of a white guy because that's most of the people I know and that's my perspective.
But there are companies that consult on this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And they're, to me, I go, valid, makes sense.
Yes.
Especially if a lot of these stories are set in America. They're made for with an American audience in mind.
Yeah.
But they're developed by people from way outside of America. And a lot
living
of these,
in a very different culture.
These consultation companies are treated like insane demons that are just like destroying the industry. And it's like, not to open that whole can of worms. That was one of the big criticisms lobbied against Alan Wake 2 was that they worked with this consultation company who basically they just look at your script and go, okay, yeah, this is cool. Or they go, a black guy would never say that. You gotta
Right. You gotta cut that out. You can.
To me, I go, I don't. Maybe that's not the best way to handle it. Personally, I can't think of a better way to handle it when you're especially if you're in like
it's just,
a country where other types of people don't necessarily exist
like
in your culture, in your corporate culture. I mean, in your business.
It's everything. I mean, like it's everything. Where it's like, that is a good thing in concept. I think you should talk to other people when you're like, I don't know anything about this. You should talk to someone.
Should they do it for free? No, it's like they have a consultation business.
I've been talking to you about, you know what I mean, like the pricing and stuff at the restaurant.
And what, should I do it for free?
Yeah, no, but it's like, but I don't really know as much about that. You know more than I do.
Right, so it's not that crazy to go to someone, hey.
And just go, hey. But I understand also that, like, there is definitely, like, in everything there's corruption and there's, like, bad actors, you know what I mean?
Sure.
There's people pushing agendas, you know what I mean, and stuff. So I get, you should have reticence with anything.
I get the skepticism.
Yes.
But don't just think that someone's, don't just assume that everyone's up to something dastardly.
Yeah.
All right, let's call it. Hey, thank you to everyone for hanging out for a little bit.
Pragmata's a great game. Play
Pragmata's so good. I think that we would have talked less about other stuff if the story was better.
Yes. Agreed.